Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stars and Shadow episode 7 for the series. Last time we left off, our fleet had been absolutely crushed, devastated by the space dinosaurs, and you can see that we're just left with a heavy cruiser MK1 and just a heavy cruiser in general. And then I've got a destroyer MK1 that was built. But other than that, we're not doing too hot, so let's just continue forward, hoping to end the war soon. But it is very possible that the series could be wrapping up soon, just based off of how well I think I can survive the next turn or the next episode or two. So building a lot of destroyers, but it's really just too hard to say right now. But we would like this war to end at some point, but I don't want to waste my influence, because last time I did that, it was just a complete waste of my time. So I'm hoping that they'll send a ship fleet towards me. Well, I'm not hoping, but I'm hoping that my influence will raise high enough that if they send a fleet towards me, I can end the war, and then if they redeclare war on me, hopefully I'll have enough influence to like end it again or something. Because really what I want to do is end the war so that I can, take these pirates out. But I imagine somebody's going to do that eventually. There's no way one of the AI is going to take those pirates out. That's just what's going to happen. Alright, we definitely want to keep building everything that we can. When it comes to destroyers, it's probably the best thing for me to build. Just get a couple destroyers, but really we should actually have, after this destroyer, we should actually probably focus on getting another heavy cruiser, because those might be my only salvation. We are working currently on carriers. Maybe I'll actually save up my metal so I can get a carrier. That would be a better idea. That would actually be a really good idea. So I'll just keep building some destroyers until I can get carriers. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of just on standby, because they got troop ships, fleet carrier, military transport. So like they're definitely... They want to attack me, but I don't know if maybe they just are thinking really hard about it. They still haven't headed my way, so that's good. Guys returning to work. It's very possible I could still kind of, balance this out. Although I probably shouldn't have said that, because every time I say something like that in a game, it just completely goes south, like super fast. But we will see. Now, did my exploration ship ever survive? Where is my exploration ship? I'm guessing it's just dead. Well, some troop ships on standby. I feel like this planet's colonizable, but I don't really want to... Right? That's what that means? I think I talked about that last time, and I didn't really know. I have an outpost here, though. Alright, keep working on our tech and keep getting destroyers. Now I could get a star base here so I could get some larger ships. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Oh no, I want to wait though. I want to wait because I want to get more metal so I can use it to build a carrier when the time comes. Oh, there was a, I think, production somewhere. No, factory, okay. Alright, as long as everybody's busy. I know we're kind of just flying through the turns right now, but... Wow, they're building up a pretty large fleet. I'm almost positive they're going to attack me. Okay, factory is completed. That is the only thing I have here, huh? Really? What planet is that? This one? That's a sad planet. Well, I'm glad they got a factory, so that means I can build some other stuff. Why can't I not? Farming not allowed, huh? Okay, that's fine. Increase. Okay, a mine would be a good idea. How many turns? 2 turns. Okay, why don't you get me 2 mines then? That's not a bad idea at all. Awesome. So now we're finally going to get some metal coming in, like a lot of it. Enough that I can maybe build like 2 escort carriers at the same time or something. Like that would be huge. Yeah, we've got a lot more metal coming in. Holy crap, I'm excited. It's very possible for me to still turn a lot of this around. Because I can build a heavy cruiser, but I really want to save up Yeah, I don't have long until I get the tech. So one more turn. And we should be able to build carriers. There we go. New design available carrier. And we happen to build, here's our carrier, okay. And we happen to build our escort, or our destroyer here as well. So let's take a look at we're going to edit the design of the carrier. Since we haven't built one yet, we don't have to actually do like a Mark 1 or anything. We've got some interceptors here. Assault shuttles I'm not worried about. We got some defense lasers, some laser shield capacity, duranium armor. Okay, it looks like it came with everything it would need to start out. Hull's pretty good, speed, crew. Okay, so I'm fine with the way it is. Let's go ahead and definitely set one up to be built. 13 turns is a little while, but it's not too bad. Still working on our destroyers here, and we're going to go ahead and I guess we'll just queue up another destroyer. We got another mine incoming, so that'll make a big difference. Oh, yes, and new research. So what is going to be really useful for us? Bombers might not be a bad idea, right? What do they do? But in order to possess a serious threat to large vessels, we will need to design a fighter capable of carrying heavier ordnance. Yes. So bombers would be a good idea now that we have carriers. In fact, we are building our first carrier, but I want to go through and probably retrofit that as soon as I can so we can put some bombers on it. I think that's a really good idea. I think we're going to get the tech. Yeah, we're going to get the tech before we get the bombers anyways. All right, so construction of a factory here, that's fine. I could build some stuff here. This planet has how much? Let's see. I can't build any more buildings. I could build ships. It would take 8 turns. If I set it to research, it doesn't really make a huge difference here. So this place is probably better off building ships. I could get a star base, but I don't have the metal to do that right now because I'm building the carrier. I really don't even have the metal for that. Set it to research for now, and then we can work on it in a minute. That will help us a little bit get our bomber tech. Alright. For these guys, the mine worked out. I really don't need any market because I have plenty of income coming in. Really, metal has just been the biggest hindrance for me, so metal almost seems like the best thing for me to build here. And then I could get a star base and stuff here too. This could be a really production heavy place. In fact, I might even get a better factory. Let's see, like if I was to build a destroyer here, 8 turns. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another factory here. If I can make that like a really production heavy planet, I could start pumping out some massive ships there and such. It'd be a really good idea. Almost got our bombers, just one more turn, and here comes a pretty good sized fleet. Just a fleet carrier, a heavy cruiser, and 2 troop ships. Not huge, but definitely enough considering that I'm fairly small. But I have some destroyers here, as well as plenty of destroyers here who, frankly, are not going to get in. Actually, none of these guys are going to get here in time. We definitely want to get these troop ships out of here. Actually, there we go. We'll see what happens. I clearly need faster speed drives. We have discovered bombers, which is good, but we are blockaded, which is not good. Let me go ahead though and edit the design. And okay, it already put bombers on there, which is good. Right? Oh no, it didn't. We want some bombers. And we'll call it, we'll just stick with the carrier, because what I'm going to do is actually queue up like this for a second and then queue the carrier back up, and this should be our most recent one. Okay, there's a battle going on here. I definitely want to defend. I have the base and everything, but nobody's showing up, so I'm a little nervous on how we're gonna do. Let's definitely fall back to the bases here and hope that we can hold like that. This could be really ugly. Okay, here comes some ships. I don't think anything is in range, and I'm honestly going to probably keep it that way. Here we go. Okay, they completely obliterated my destroyer. But I will say that my space is definitely pretty powerful. This doesn't have any weapons on it. Okay. Again, I kind of want to stay in the area. The cover of the space base will help. Okay, here comes that heavy cruiser. Let's see how we can hold up against it. The star bases are fairly powerful, so I think we might be okay. I definitely want to start shooting at these bombers and deal with them if I can. Okay, there we go. So now we just need to destroy this. This could get ugly. Especially if I lose that. Minus 21 crew, minus 53 crew. So they actually lost a lot of crew there. I feel like I'll be able to destroy that ship, but this ship's going to give me a lot of problems. My fleet is coming in, so I will be able to do something about that, but... Oh, there goes the one thing I needed. But we almost got that ship destroyed, and then it'll just be this. They may not have sent enough to kill my space station. Like, they got some pretty powerful ships, but my space station's pretty powerful. It really, I think, depends on whether or not I can get these guys to retreat. I really need this to stay alive. Like, I cannot afford to waste my metal and everything rebuilding this. There we go. Now it's just us in this ship, and it's going to be a really hard battle, but I think we might actually win this. Because my space station's fairly powerful. Alright. It's really just back and forth right now. Okay, they lost a lot of their crew right there. I have much more crew, it looks like. I don't know if they're trying to board me or what. Boy. Looks like we're gonna be okay. They're pretty powerful. I'm sure I could just auto-resolve this, but I'm doing this like this because I do like the fact that I can kind of watch them take the hits. Although I've still yet to figure out how the health bar kind of works. So supposedly they don't have any crew. I'm not really sure how they're still operating. That's a little frustrating. Like, why are they not dead? They're still shooting at me. We're both just shooting at each other. They're not dying. It's a draw, I guess. I'm good with a draw since I've got tons of ships coming in right now. That's perfectly fine with me. New technology, so we got our bombers. We know that. We switched the carrier out for them. What are we going for next? We've got battle cruisers and dreadnoughts. Adamantium construction allows me to build adamantium armor. My dog's playing with a chew toy in the background, but that's probably the most obnoxious thing ever. But what can you do? She's a puppy. Let's see, adamantium construction. So we could use adamantium armor, but 52 turns is definitely not worth it. Auto repair system is pretty good, but 17 turns. Self-organizing network improves the efficiency of the Empire's labs, so I can't complain with that. Why don't we go for better labs? That's just going to help us overall, I think. And we're working on more destroyers here, which is fine. I'll leave that one there because I've got plenty of ships incoming. So we're going to hit them pretty hard if they... Ooh, crap. Okay, they're moving, and a military transport, of course, and they're 1 ETA away as soon as I try to intercept. And I'm not going to be able to get there except with this fleet, which, at this point... Is that fleet even enough to take on the fleet carrier and the military transport? Like, it's a pretty powerful... I don't know. Let's move these guys back. I need faster engines is what I need. Mass drivers, I think. No. Advanced field theory, base tactical speed. I don't know. I've seen them once. I think we've upgraded something that increased our speed, but we're clearly a lot. Okay, invaders repelled. That's good. I don't know how long we're going to keep it that way, but we are inbound right now, especially with some extra ships, so that's good. The carrier is under construction. 5 turns left. I could outright buy it. I say we do it. And then let's go after the carrier. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a fleet base. Insufficient orbital slots. I think an escort cruiser might not be a bad idea. Or even a heavy cruiser. Especially because I still got destroyers being built up here. Okay, we did arrive here. We're ready to do battle. I don't know who's going to win this. But let's jump in and do it. I think we're just going to play on the defense, to be honest with you. But let's go ahead and get into position. Alright, that's all I care to do. Maybe move up these a little bit. Alright, so the light cruiser is going to move in first, which is not too bad. We'll go ahead and try to shoot these out of the sky. There we go. Hit them a little bit. I guess we'll move this ship up so we can do some damage here. I still have the defense lasers. There we go. If we can destroy these before they get to us, we can't. Unless I move up a little bit. Okay, that's it. That's all we got. So they did get to us, but I don't think they did very much damage. But now here comes the light cruiser. So I'm playing defense, kind of letting them come to me. Especially because I'd like to destroy these before this cruiser gets out there. Nope, that didn't work. We definitely need to obliterate that if we can. And we did. There we go. Perfect. You're done. You're done. So it's just you now. Alright. I don't really want to send you up too far to like absorb the shots. So we'll just try to keep as many ships alive as we can. Unfortunately, lost that to the military transport. Like, I don't know how this guy's that equipped, but at this point, I've come to the conclusion that the destroyers are pretty much just like giant distractions is what they are. Because they definitely are not effective tools of war. But if they absorb the shots and my cruisers don't, I'm fine with that, I guess. I will take that for what it's worth. Perfect. Okay, let's move our cruisers in a little bit here. We definitely do some damage with the heavy cruisers, I'll say that. Boy, I would love to end this war. There goes another destroyer. Luckily, I've got more inbound. Boy, these cruisers do some damage, though, I will say that. They are, this ship is taking it. I'm not sure what's going on, if I can't penetrate these, what this is, or what. Really? Well, I'll say I was the first to not expect that. Wow. Do I just not have the capability of damaging that ship? What the hell? I didn't do anything to him. If that's what I think it is, I didn't do anything to him. I only took his shields down or something? I'm not really sure. Well, geez, there's no point in sending those ships there because, well, to be 100% honest with you, I don't stand a chance at fighting him at that rate. Oh, well, I got 150 influence. Let me see if I can get peace with him. He'll probably almost immediately declare war on me, but... he did stop attacking me, so let's see if he'll... Oh my god. And he immediately redeclares war on me. Like... Well, at least he's moving away, so he'll have to turn around and come back. I'm kind of okay with that. I could actually send my transports there and quickly retake that system before he gets back. As well as my carrier. Let's hurry up and get you here. Building a heavy cruiser. 13 turns left on that. Destroyers are still being built, but they're not really that great. And why don't you go ahead and get a factory? 29 turns. And that is where we stand for this episode. So kind of frustrating because I don't understand why I can't do any damage to the fleet carrier. I mean, this one doesn't even have any crew from the looks of it. This is the one that I killed all the crew with. Crew casualty can be caused by either hull damage or boarding actions. As more crew members are casualty, the ship becomes increasingly vulnerable to capture attempts. Okay, so I could capture it. So I guess I could work on like building boarding pods to capture these. Any damage breaching the ship's armor is applied to its hull. If reduced to less than 30% hull integrity, the ship will be destroyed. When a ship receives hull damage, there is also a chance of damaging or destroying some of the ship's systems. Armor plating the ship's second defense against incoming fire. As long as the remaining armor is greater than the ship's maximum hull integrity, any damage will be absorbed by the armor. However, at lower values, it offers less and less protection. So as long as the remaining armor is greater than the ship's maximum hull integrity. So does he just absorb every shot I give him? I'm not really sure. Well, either way, we'll see how things turn out next episode. I turned them all around at least, so hopefully my guys will retaliate here, and then I'm just going to have to figure things out, keep building, keep researching, and pray that they don't come at me full force so I can at least survive a few more episodes and maybe even survive a little longer after that. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time.